Hello and welcome to Gena Moon. Without further ado, let's jump right into your reading. Remember, this is a general reading, so take it how it resonates. It can be you towards someone or someone here towards you. So also take whatever resonates and leave what doesn't. Okay, if you want to watch the link to the extended or the link to my personal readings, you can find both of those links down in the description box below. All right, let's go ahead and jump right in. Now, for those of you guys who have not yet subscribed to the channel, make sure that you subscribe to the channel. It really helps support me and it helps the channel continue to grow. And also, of course, if you do enjoy these readings, which I hope that you do, you find them very helpful, make sure that you give this video a thumbs up, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, all that good stuff. Okay, now I see a few signs coming through the reading. You could be dealing with the sign of Pisces. I see the sign of Capricorn. What else do we have here? The sign of Scorpio. Now let's go ahead and get a dominant energy for you. And you are starting with the dominant energy of the drum roll. All right, here you have, Capricorn. Now, whenever I get a specific sign, I like to get a different, general energy. So let's see. We have Capricorn so far twice. What else do we have here? Rebuilding. Okay, so let's see what that's all pertaining to. Okay, so first we have the sign of Capricorn. You could be dealing with the Capricorn, the number 91. How does that number resonate for you? I see here that there is some kind of challenge, okay, with regards to starting something new. Why? Because something here is ending. You need to culminate something here. It's coming to its culmination in order for you to start something new. And for a lot of you, it's in your career, because this is all about money. Capricorn energy, it's all about career, success, money, that kind of thing. So it says here, the positive traits of a Capricorn: hardworking, ambitious, team player, disciplined, driven, intelligent, and patient. The negative traits here are pessimistic, work-obsessed, stubborn, greedy, prideful, dismissive, rigid, and cheap. So whoever this is, whether you, someone that you are dealing with, these are the positive and negative aspects of the situation. But the situation has to do with, let's see, I was too focused on my career and my goals. It could also be currently happening. I am too focused on my career and my goals, and I am taking you for granted because I expected you to want, I took you for granted and expected you to want for me, to wait for me, to wait for me. Okay, so somebody here wanted the other person to wait for them because they were, busy with their career, with their goals in life, etc. Whether you doing this right now with somebody or somebody here with you. You take it how it resonates. Unfortunately, though, I knew you would be waiting forever. I'm sorry I never put you first. So somebody here might be saying sorry, or about to say sorry because they're realizing that they put their career first, they put their job first, they put, success first rather than you. Okay. And they knew that they were doing this. They knew that they were kind of keeping this going, even though they knew that it was going to take a long time. So whether this is you, realizing this, having this realization, or someone that you are dealing with, you take it how it resonates. Now, you also have here as your general energy, rebuilding. So what is it that you're rebuilding right now or wanting to rebuild? Because it's not building, it's rebuilding. Let's see what this is. The number 37. So how does that number resonate for you? Also, number 37 is equal to 7, 8, 9, 10. Again, completion. It's something here that is ending, something here, that needs to end, the way that you're doing things, the way that you've done things, a phase of the connection, a phase of the relationship, a phase of your career, whatever it is, something here ending. It could be in any area of your life: love, career, family, finances, friends, etc. Right? But I see here that what you need in order to start to rebuild whatever this is, and look at this image. It's a lady here who is she's got her gloves on. She's ready to fix something. She's ready to rebuild it, put it back together. Okay. She's got a tool there in her hand. She's wearing that hat. It's like a construction hat. So what is it that you're rebuilding or wanting to rebuild? I see here that it's going to require communication. It's going to require communication, but also having faith. Okay. Communicating, about the situation, but also at the same time having faith that you are being guided in the right direction. I'm also seeing here starting over, but better than ever before, moving forward with hard work and communication. So being honest with one's own feelings and aspirations for the connection. If this is a relationship, if this is a job, if this is a career, if this is family related, whatever this is, you are needing to start something over, but better than it ever was before. So for a lot of you guys, it's not necessarily that the connection or the relationship is over. It's a part of it, a phase of it is over, right? The way that things have been in that relationship is already over, okay? The dynamics there that built the relationship up until now, that's already over. You have to now, the only way up from here on out in that same relationship, in that same job, career, family dynamic is in order for you to come to it as a different version of you, doing things differently, communicating, opening up the lines of communication, things that perhaps you felt before that you never spoke up on, okay? You need to now consider your own feelings, because I feel here that what it says, being honest with yourself about your feelings and aspirations for whatever this is, the connection, the relationship, the career. It could have been the fact that it wasn't working because you weren't really communicating your needs, your wants, what you agreed with, what you disagreed with, okay? Again, it could be happening. I know a lot of people from your sign right now are going through this, and what I've been hearing is that, what you guys are going through is something that is literally hitting every area of your life. I mean, we're talking career, family, finances, friends. So in all of these areas of your life, if you see that things are not working or something here is ending, again, ask yourself, how can I make it better? What did I not do before in that career, in that relationship with my family that I need to start doing now? I need to start, kind of like you need to start basically being honest with yourself about what you want out of it rather than just kind of going with the flow is what this is saying. And that is one way, the way that you can start rebuilding whatever this is. So starting over, but better than ever before, moving forward with hard work, putting in the work, putting in the effort, and communicating. Okay. Again, communication is of the essence. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this is going to be a very important week for you to express yourself, what you think, how you feel, what you want. Expression, okay, is indicated here. Now also with the death here, again, another ending, you guys. Endings are like literally all over everybody's readings is what I've been noticing. A lot of people are headed towards new beginnings, okay? Finally leaving something behind. Again, ending a connection, ending a relationship, ending a career, ending the way that you used to do things. Again, this ending can also mean transformation. It can mean that you don't necessarily have to leave the relationship, for good. Of course, for some of you guys, you might. Congratulations if that's what you feel you need to do. But for a lot of you guys, it's all about just rebuilding, right? It's all about transformation. How can I make this better? How can I change this up? How can I improve this, right? Like how many new iPhones do people go through on a yearly basis, right? And so it's not that they're getting rid of the iPhone, in and of itself, but they're just rebuilding it. They're kind of adding to it or taking away things that weren't working, right? So this is kind of like transformation. Something here having to do with transformation, having to do with changes, having to do with endings and new beginnings, okay? And for some of you guys, don't worry. I feel like if something here is ending, you will make it. You will rise like the phoenix rising from the ashes. No matter what happens, no matter what you're going through, no matter what you have gone through, you will make it out, okay? You will make it out is what this is saying, because this is all about, again, transformation. It's all about you kind of realizing that anything that is happening, good or not so good, is only helping you get to where you need to be in life. It's only helping you become stronger. It's only helping you learn more, right? For your next adventure, venture, project, relationship, whatever this is for you. It could be a Scorpio for some of you guys. It doesn't have to be. You could have Scorpio in your chart as well. With the Three of Pentacles, right now, it's a time for you to collaborate, right? It's teamwork mentality. It's all about, okay, how can we make this work for everybody involved? For others of you, there could be something here that is ending because of a third-party situation. Third-party situations are not just lovers. People automatically go to a lover. It can be a third party, you know, friend, family member, advisor, you know, who knows, somebody that you work with. Okay, but something here having to do with some kind of a group, you know, type of mentality. Of course, if it's just between you and another person, it's all about group team, you know, mentality. How can we make this work together as a team where I get what I want, you get what you want, and we make this happen? Okay. It could be in any area of your life. Now, I see here with the world, your challenge position here is the world. Yeah, of course. You're going to find it challenging to let something go, right? The old dynamic, the old way of doing things, the old way of thinking about things, right? Who knows, maybe it's going to be hard for you to complete this. You might be having a difficult time. How do I tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up? You know, perhaps some of you guys are in denial about something. You're like, no, I'm going to keep this going in the same kind of way. And it's like, it cannot continue in the same kind of way. You have to change something about it, about yourself. Okay, in order for this to continue. Otherwise, it is a dead end. I'm telling you right now. Now, also here with the High Priestess, this is all about what you desire. In your desires, you do desire, you know, to tap more into your intuition. I feel like right now you're trying to get intuitive guidance. Okay, you're not really thinking about this situation or solution in a logical way. You're trying to ask your intuition. I feel like for a lot of you guys also, you desire to be quiet for some time. I feel like right now you don't feel like taking action. You don't feel like talking too much. You don't feel like, you know, kind of like putting it all out there right now. I'm sensing that right now you're kind of feeling like you need to just kind of like stay to yourself right now. For some of you guys, you might need to isolate. You might need to do some internal work. You might be an intuitive, you know, person who is wanting to work, you know, with those energies. For others of you guys, you just don't feel like, you know, expressing yourself too much. For others of you, you feel like going into a new direction as far as your career. Maybe you want to be a hypnotherapist. Maybe you want to be a psychic reader. Maybe you want to be, who knows, anything really. I mean, an engineer, right? But this is something here that maybe you're not really putting it out there yet because you're still trying to figure out how. For a lot of you guys, if that is it for you, this is a very great week is what I'm seeing here. It's a very great week for you guys to start the process as to, you know, looking at different schools or different classes that you might want to take, looking into getting a certificate or a license or learning something new. It's a very good week to get involved into something new and to learn something new, okay? Now, I see here that also with the Ten of Pentacles, this is the root of the issue, and this is directly connected to your challenge. So the fact that the Ten of Pentacles is in the root of the issue has to do it basically has to do with, you know, the root of the issue is the fact that something here is not abundant. It's not giving you the stability that you want, or it could be the fact that you don't feel stable. You don't feel that you have the stability that perhaps you thought you would in a job, in a career, in a relationship, you know, in a family dynamic. I feel here that the root of the issue is understanding, realizing that there is a lack of, you know, kind of like something stable for long term. Whether you didn't have that long term mentality, that person didn't, group of people don't, okay, whatever it is. But I see here that right now the root of the issue is either a lack of money, you know, perhaps you need financial help in some kind of way, you need some kind of form of stability that you don't have, that kind of thing. We're going to see, but you can also let me know in the comments below. The Nine of Cups here, in the recent past, you got everything that you wanted. In the recent past, you did get everything that you wanted. Literally, this was a perfect relationship, the perfect person, the perfect situation, the perfect job. It was everything that you've ever wanted in the recent past. You felt like you really manifested something, okay? Now, coming towards you, something or someone that you don't see coming is a Knight of Pentacles. It's a very slow moving energy that is coming towards you, okay? This could be a person that you either already know or that is barely entering your life. For those of you guys who you're like, oh yeah, I know exactly who that is. It's a person here who is coming towards you in a very slow, steady, methodical kind of way because they're really trying to think it through. They're really trying to plan ahead. They're trying to strategize. They don't want to just take a leap of faith, and they're trying to really build something. Okay, a lot of people get frustrated with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, but I'm seeing it as something here that is actually positive. If this is you, right? If this is you showing up this way, then it's an energy for you to embrace, for you to embody the energy of this time around, you know, try to be more logical, more practical about situations, take one step at a time, think it through in order to build upon this situation, relationship-wise, career-wise, whatever this is. But it's a very slow and steady. It's kind of like the energy of slow and steady wins the race, okay? And if it's a person here that you are dealing with, it could be that they are in that mentality right now, like, okay, you know what, I'm going to take it slow and steady because I don't want to rush things. Now, I see that the devil, it's playing a role here in your subconscious thoughts. In your subconscious thoughts, that basically means that it's energies here that are playing a role in whatever's happening in your life that you are unaware of. You could be unaware that this is happening because why? Because it's subconscious, right? We are not all very aware of what's going on subconsciously in our lives. And so there could be something toxic, right? Are you still desiring something toxic from the situation? Are you still holding on to toxic people? Are you still holding on to toxic cycles that you need to already finish, right? You need to, again, tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up, okay, and start something new. But some of you guys, it's difficult, because, oh my God, the sex is so good, or, the money is so good, or the whatever is so good, the fame and the popularity is so good, right? It could be anything, right? It could be, the perks are so good at this job or this career. So whatever it is, but it's something that you already know is already toxic. Of course, for some of you guys, it could be a third party situation. And, if you are dealing with a third party or someone here where you know that there's a third party, it could be just the drama aspect of it that keeps it kind of like exciting. I mean, that's something a little bit twisted that happens to a lot of people, okay, where people get addicted to their own kind of like traumas, that kind of thing. So ask yourself, what is it that I'm holding on to that is still toxic, that I know is toxic, that it's kind of like, temptation, right? It's like temptation is still there. But again, if you go towards that, it's not going to look pretty, okay? You're not going to like it. I'm telling you right now, the Three of Swords energy, it's showing up in your reading right now. So you can do as you wish. You have free will, but the Three of Swords showing up here, this has to do also with how somebody sees you. Somebody here might see you as a heartbreaker, or you might see the situation as breaking your heart. You might not want to let go of the situation because you're like, oh my God, I don't want to feel the pain, right? But remember, the pain is just temporary. What you do take, from that experience are the lessons, the joys, that you experience in those moments. For a lot of you guys, it could just be the fact that somebody here might be thinking that you are in a third party, or what if you, are in a third party or get involved in a third party. There could be somebody here who might be afraid that you might be involving yourself with somebody else, okay, causing some kind of heartbreak, heartache. It could also be the fact that somebody, is still in a lot of pain, unhealed. Because they're unhealed, they bring in their own kind of pain, and again, it makes things very toxic. Either way, let me know in the comments below what's happening for you. The Page of Swords here is your action advice. So your action advice is communicate. Right now, it's a time for you to express yourself, to communicate. You don't have to have exactly the solution and then I can talk about it. No. You could just, kind of start the conversation is what this is saying. Start the conversation, even if it's small talk, even if it's small, little messages here and there, but keep the conversation flowing, going, communicate. I see that also do the research. If this is having to do with something new that you are getting into or getting involved into, do the research. If you're going to sign a contract or an agreement, don't be pressured into something that you feel that you are not ready for, because I feel like some of you guys might be feeling pressured. Do the research, read the fine print before you sign any documents, before you do anything, take action into anything. But again, this is all about communication, lighthearted kind of energy, okay? Now, I'm also seeing here that with the Four of Swords, the Four of Swords has to do with, you taking a break, okay? This is going to be some kind of energy here that's going to pertain to the solution. I feel like you're going to have to take some time, out, away. It could be also that you need to heal, you need to rest, recover, think things through. For a lot of you guys, you're going to, be able to rest more. Okay. Once you finally tie up those loose ends that need to be tied up, your mind won't just be on that. Like, what if this happens? What if that happens? It's like, okay, you've already resolved it, right? You've already talked it out. You've already spoken up. You've expressed yourself. Now you can rest, right? So it's one of those energies. So you're going to be able to rest more if, of course, you do what you are being asked to do, okay? Or being guided, rather. You're being guided to do something. We're going to be going into the extended reading to look deeper into all of these energies. But before we do that, let's go ahead and get a final guidance message for you. What is your final guidance message for this week? Okay, so you can use this message as an affirmation when you wake up in the morning. Repeat this to yourself, okay? 10 times, write it out, journal it, or before you go to bed as well. I love myself, respect myself, and accept myself exactly as I am. So for some of you guys, you might be having to, kind of work through some kind of self-worth issues. You may not be accepting yourself exactly as you are. You may not be loving yourself or respecting yourself just as you are. Whatever that means for you, right? If it's career-related matters, you might feel like, okay, you know what? You don't feel worthy enough to go for what you really want. If this is a relationship, you may not feel ready enough. Oh, I still have to lose, 10 pounds more, So right now, it's not a time to be hard on yourself. It's not a time to, put pressure on yourself. It's a time for rest, for recuperation, for acceptance, self-acceptance in every area of your life right now, okay? Because remember, once you go into that energy of peace, okay, and it doesn't have to be just happiness and joy, because I don't know one single person who was always happy and always, joyous, unless they're faking it, okay? But, just as long as you are at peace, in a rested state, you're not overthinking things, you're not, kind of like worrying about things, then try to just accept yourself, okay, that way. And then you can be closer to the vibration of manifestation, right? Because again, you can only manifest if your vibration is kind of, closer to the vibration of happiness, joy, fulfillment, love, satisfaction, okay, rather than stress, anxiety, sorrow, pain, right? So this is what I have for you. Thanks for watching, and now let's jump right into your extended. And in the extended is where we dive deeper into the situation, into the other person's subconscious thoughts about you, their deeper feelings, emotions for you, their next moves, actions towards you, how this entire situation is all going to develop and turn out for you. And we're going to go ahead and get a final message from source. Okay, so that final message will tie everything up for you. If you want to watch a link to the extended, you can watch that link to the extended down in the description box below. You will find that link. For any personal readings, also you can find the link to my personal readings down in the description box below. And check out all of your monthly readings, your mid-monthly readings, all of your last week's readings, blessings readings, love readings. You can find all of those links to your sign down in the first comment that I pinned down below as well. Make sure to like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, comment down below. Take very good care of yourselves, and until next time, bye-bye. And right now, all of my personal readings are $20 off using the special discount code GOODLUCK20. You can check the personal reading link down in the description box below. In the extended reading, I go into the other person's subconsciousness, their deeper thoughts about you, their deeper feelings for you, their next actions, moves, and more. And thank you all so much for all of your positive feedback for the extended reading. I am so glad that you guys are loving the extended reading so much. So again, if you want to check out the link to the extended, the link is down in the description box below. And check out my website at genamoon.com. Click on shop. I do have new jewelry pieces, rings, bracelets, crystals, necklaces, and so much more for both men and women. So check that out at genamoon.com and click on shop, and follow me on Instagram at Gena Moon Official, as I will be posting more on there.